what is going on, everybody?
Oh.
It is Pixel Partners, and welcome back to I Love You, Colonel Sanders. When we left off, I was having problems, so you know what? I plugged in a fucking mouse, and I'm gonna make this shit work, so I can be like, hey, this works all the time. This Bork monster showed up. Borko.
It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back. And after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there's no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put the person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. It wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were a human once?
Well, no, I was a golden retriever.
Okay.
What? But I was still a student, until one day some mean kid with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spell book?
Precisely. I procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and couldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. I'll be there.
It sounds like there are some.
Sorry.
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Poppy, together I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite? I can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out.
It's just a literal chicken coop.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Stepping inside Sanders' home surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. Does he have such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders?
Oh my god, was that him as a baby? He has a goatee and glasses still.
That's perfect. Holding a fucking chicken drumstick.
Oh my god.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining.
Jesus.
Have you been working on a new recipe of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish he might be describing.
How could his eyes perk up?
It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Perhaps both. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation or keep it a secret? Just for you.
Reveal it.
Reveal it. You decided that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Bringing talk yourself out of you, decided to dive head first. You reach in a lunch bag for a special dish and you've been keeping it nice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw.
Ooh.
The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxe hideaway. Magnificent.
Did he just gasp?
He did. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be a perfect time to do some snooping.
Jesus.
Around the room are various items you can look closer at. Each seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on him to discover more about the Colonel.
The baby picture.
Adorable
Oh my
baby
god.
boy crawls across the floor from the goatee and mustache combo he sports. Figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. Maybe it's a drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company that founded, am I right?
Oh my god.
Damn. Salt. What even is this
Against
over here?
themselves.
So he already keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment what number is important to Colonel Sanders, then it dawns on you. So you turn the dial to 1111, the safe opens. Inside you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared
Sashimi style? Oh no.
Tap on him to discover more about the Colonel.
No.
The urn.
You let it straight up raw, right?
Yeah. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the
It's some of the
inscription.
ashes.
It says, Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures. Poor guy. Sounds like we're gonna go into the Colonel's bedroom soon. I'm gonna check out the chicken. You know, it's very realistic stuff chicken on the quarter table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy? Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. Look up on the chicken's foot and it reads the true state bird of the great state of Kentucky. Tap on him to discover more.
What is
shot
that?
glass. Scented
That's a candle.
A scented candle. You'll pick
Is
it
it
up and try
fried
to identify
chicken?
the smell. Power tool. Freshly starched collar. Piece of wood floating on a lake. Summer of 69? No. It's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's redacted. Tap on him to discover more about the Colonel.
You're not ever gonna do it, are you? Ah!
A lock of silver hair
You
is
keep
woven through the
forgetting
teeth
that
of
you're
the
gonna
comb.
do that.
I do.
We agreed on that like 2 episodes ago.
I'm sorry. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver.
Oh my god.
The lake. You gaze into the window across the vast lake of mountain range
Wouldn't
and
that
beyond.
hurt to have on your head? Spun metal? Just saying.
It's the Colonel. Then the ghost of the student pops up. Are you thinking about heading into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I didn't even learn your name. How would I avenge you?
Oh.
I can just tell you my name right now. Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window and crack. And the ghost student is swept out with a breeze.
Oh.
Poor guy. The camel. The foe appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where you discover one of your secret herbs and spices. Tap on an item. How about this? Picture of the Kentucky fried chicken store that isn't technically open yet. Okay. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks like a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold a fried chicken drumstick and appear to be cheersing them. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. It's us. We're your friend, Pete. Alright, let's go ahead and click into the... You open the door to Colonel's and find a row of signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on.
Oh my god.
The jacket is a bit
That's
big
not
for
creepy at all.
you. Yeah, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in its scent.
His scent.
His scent.
Oh
They
my
say that home is
God.
where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Further, you see Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you.
Oh my god.
Oh crap, the jacket. You forgot to take it off.
You say now's your moment to make a big move. You tell him you're cold, or you fess up and tell the truth.
I don't know. I'll tell him I was cold. Am I playing coy or am I going to fess up the truth?
Fess up the truth.
Fess up the truth. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams.
Wow.
Overwhelmed, you take the jacket off and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Poppy?
Oh my god.
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow.
Slow burn.
You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence!
Oh my god.
Zzz.
No, make it
stop. Pizza. You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideout.
Hideaway.
Did you make the right decision on how you respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today's the day you could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Ah!
Yes.
There you go. In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal. With the recipe as a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. It's chicken and waffles.
Oh.
Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. It's chicken and biscuits, but okay.
Yeah. That sounds really good right now, actually.
You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say we're the perfect match? How presumptuous! My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence. Such grace. He'd be the world's greatest gift cookery. Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window.
Oh my god.
And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Can we talk about you? This is all happening so quickly.
Oh my god.
Overcome with emotion, confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. A Stormore day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one. You go home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you.
Where have you been?
I slept with the Colonel.
Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something might have happened to you.
You slept with the stove thing. It's okay, I was just...
But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam.
Sure, but...
You will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date!
I think I can believe that.
Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know you, little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control.
Did you say skydiving as if that was a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker?
And no, I'm not really sure where we stand.
You don't give Miriam time to tell her the whole story. However, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him.
You what?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers.
Wowzers.
Alright, Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do.
Okay.
They're with your bestie, you feel you can do anything. You arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact.
He doesn't grasp anything.
Because, he's Pop.
Oh, it's so swirly. It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I ordered you up one right away.
I have a swirl on my sprinkles, please.
Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
Oh my god. You can get your swirly dip too.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school.
There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You got some nerve, Poppy, to suggest to me I'd pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist beneath yesterday's mixed accent makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. Those thighs, though.
I know, right? Oh, dude, she has like fish cut into her tights.
I think they're drumsticks.
Are they?
You know what? It's hard to tell. Everything seems chicken at this point.
It's gotta be drumsticks then.
I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just in time to just as it appears that things are going close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Poppy, how's your hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back to fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her?
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Poppy. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
Oh, maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel?
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine food. See you inside, Poppy. I know about Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she is.
For real.
Really is. You walk across the quad to get some distance. And attempt to distract yourself from how excited you feel by the interaction with Ashley. You take out a spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages.
Whoa, what's that book? It looks like bad news.
It's just something that I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out. You want a page cover with the arcane warnings cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says right on the edges of the page. I use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, that'll probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That is way drastic. Could you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger?
Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Don't do it.
No.
Or is it the romantic thing to cast a forbidden spell and have all the memories wash back over you? Don't do it after all. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is ready in the room waiting for the students to arrive.
Maybe there are multiple endings.
I don't think there are, but he clears his voice to make a quick announcement.
I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
The tequila nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly.
Needs to be hungry, or dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially sprinkles. Wait, see what happens.
What should we do? It's like I want to be a good boy and feed him, but I don't know if he's gonna
I
bite
want
my
to see what
fucking
happens.
hand
It
off.
looks like he's gonna sneeze, but I don't know.
Let's feed him.
Okay.
Reaching back behind, grabs some homework from last September that you forgot to turn in. Springs immediately goes for it and gobbles up the sheets of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide.
I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My, Poppy, were you studying something with cinnamon?
I've been sitting on a lecture series around that art of cake baking. How insightful.
This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Poppy, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see...
Before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
Sprinkles interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class! You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped onto a stranger?
Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises.
Oh, God. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold hands as you pedal down the mountain off of a cliff for all I care. Sad beep.
Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps of his panels and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks.
Oh, God. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank.
Clank burps at a completely deep-fried sneaker, considering that he himself has wheels, not feet. I'm not entirely clear where this came from. In terms of deep friend footwear, I guess it looks okay. That should be deep fried.
I know, but it's deep fried.
Okay, Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend that they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school.
Jesus. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam. I'm still working on the title, but I think you'll get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
Well, before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk.
Oh.
Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he be embarrassing me in class like that in front of everyone?
Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if Sorcerer of Frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, measuring the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way.
You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me.
Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us and whatever else we want to bring along. Whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks.
I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup.
And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you're pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You set ahead to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test
Shokugeki.
of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley.
That was a sentence.
As planned, begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Popeye's famous chicken pot pie. Poppies.
You said Popeye.
It's just what I wanted, so after practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is served by Colonel Sanders. Poppy, what are you doing here? There's still time before the exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station, picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake and the smell slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? It's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious.
Oh, God.
You usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off.
Yeah?
It's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. That's just gets hard to stick to when the timer goes off behind you.
Fess up, dude.
Yeah, it's fess up.
Don't let it friggin' burn in there.
Okay, you got me. I'm doing a bit more than visualizing. I know.
Of course.
But it was a spell of pot pie from 400 yards.
That's a very...
That's an oddly specific distance.
Yeah.
But you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. And we're gonna see what he thinks about this pot pie next time.
If we don't screw anything up.
Oh, we're gonna fucking screw it up. You know it.
Yeah.